Good afternoon, Madam Chairman Royce, members of the board, executive, Chief Executive Martinez, councilmen, and staff. My name is Samara Gonzalez, and I'm here to present information on a proposed task force in the city of LA called the Greater LA Affordable Housing Task Force. An overview or the reason for this proposal is because more than 370,000 families in LA County are living in overcrowded conditions. An additional 69,000 of these individuals are experiencing homelessness, and the cost to build one unit of low-income housing in LA has reached as high as $848,000. The purpose of this task force is to identify, evaluate, and implement one or more affordable housing projects to satisfy community needs and regional housing goals. The task force proposal. The task force will have a group structure and design. The task force will have 12 elected officials, both from the city and the county of Los Angeles. It'll have a standing panel of non-votes, which consists of 17 members of community as well as stakeholder groups that were appointed by the task force. They will also have staff work groups to assist with the technical advice and processing of the overall data, and it will also have a lead staff team. Now, this overall proposal is to be rolled out in various phases. As you can see at the bottom, there is a total of 8 different areas identified in the city of LA, and these 8 areas are considered to be service planning areas. The first phase of this task force will focus in on service planning area 6, which has the most population in the city of LA. The overall structure or group structure and design of the task force is the classic administrative theory or task force that is the hierarchy associated with the theorist Weber. Weber looked at the overall roles, responsibilities, and powers, and then assigned the workflow or processes accordingly. We'll also look at Taylor and looking at how things are, how to bring the work together to make it more efficient in order for us to gather data that's needed to meet the overall community goals. The organizational leadership would be associated or led by the leading agency, is the City and Community Development, or HCD, and they will partnership with the Department of Planning, the Department of Public Works, Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, the Department of Public Social Services, as well as the Housing Urban Development. Now, they will follow the Morton theory because they're looking at the actual corporations, contracts, interactions of personnel, and independent activities as they weave their resources together for the efficiencies of the overall task force needs, as well as Gulick in looking at how the planning process will occur. The organizational systems and quality management is the other portion of this proposal, and it's looking at the actual gathering of information to ensure that the task force is meeting the community goals. So as we've learned, the kits and cons theory of looking at the overall repository and reporting structure, there will be one centralized system that's used, which is called HMIS, or the Housing Management Inventory System, in which data is collected, and in which the task force will actually go into pull data to see those individuals who are not meeting or who are earning less than 50% of the median income, to note that they are the number of individuals who are experiencing homelessness. Then look at the number of those people who are housed or individuals that are housed and report accordingly on the HMIS dashboard. There also will be a communication aspect of this, which is associated with the theorist Downs, who is looking to say, or who looked to say that communicating the cost benefits is actually key for something such as this. In conclusion, according to the federal government, housing is affordable if the cost is no more than 30% of the monthly household income for rent and utilities. Most affordable housing developments are built for families and individuals with incomes of 60% or less than the median income. So in this case, the Greater Los Angeles Affordable Housing Task Force is looking at these specific areas. It will be a phased approach, looking at 8 different phases, and the first phase being honed in on the service planning area SPA 6, which is the most which is experiencing the most overcrowdedness in the city of LA. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to the proposal. I can open the floor for questions now. If there are no questions, thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.